Welcome back. I'm Tom Peterson with Intellishade. This is part 2 of our education in fabrics related to roll shades and folding shades, as well as panel glide systems. The first video that we did was based on solar screen or solar shade fabrics. This particular video is going to be based on semi-opaque and opaque or light filtering and blackout fabrics. And this is very, very important because, as we discussed in the first video, the benefits of solar shades and solar screens aren't really related so much to privacy unless it's daytime or light control, because you're not going to get a tremendous amount of light control with a solar shade fabric. And again, at night, you're not going to get much in terms of privacy. So if nighttime privacy is important to you, glare elimination is important to you, complete UV protection is important to you, and complete light control, those are things that we want to be paying attention to in this video, because this is what we're going to be showcasing for you today. So here we have our window. It's not a very bright day. So if we had a bright day, this would be much more intense than it is now, but it's still daylight. So what we're going to do is we're going to run down the semi-opaque or light filtering shade. Now, I'm going to give Eric the cue to run it down. Thank you, Eric. Now, most people don't realize that with a light filtering or a semi-opaque fabric, you have the ability to still retain your natural light. We're not going to have as much of that today because it's not as bright outside, and it's a little bit of a darker color, but this still lets a warm glow of light through. I'm a big believer in natural light. That's why we have windows, right? Otherwise we would just have, well, that and being able to see out. Otherwise we just have brick or block or framed walls everywhere, no windows at all. Let's retain the natural light as much as possible. But still give you your nighttime privacy, complete nighttime privacy with this. Now, obviously, in order to accomplish that, you can't see through it during the day. There is no magical product out there that allows you to see out during the day and nobody can see in at night. It just doesn't exist. But what you can do at night is utilize a semi-opaque shade such as this for complete privacy. And what this is going to do during the day is it is going to give you really, really good glare control. And it's going to give you great UV protection. Now you can combine the two and do a dual shade setup, which we do quite often. And that is really the best and the most complete light control solution, where you pair a solar shade with a semi-opaque or a blackout shade. Use one during the day, one during the night, okay? And you really get the ultimate solution. Not everybody can do that because that's 2 shades per window, right? So if you're looking for, again, privacy is your big thing, glare elimination is your big thing, this is something I want you to be considering, and you don't have to lose your natural light in the process. Now, if you're one of those people that has to have it dark to sleep, you have to have it dark to watch your projector or your TV or whatever it might be, then blackout shades are going to be the right thing for you. But again, light control and optimum light control is really the only reason that you want to do that, because again, when those shades are down, you're going to lose all of your natural light completely. You're going to be dependent completely on artificial light at that point in time. So we're going to run the blackout shade down, and you will have a good idea in terms of how much light control we achieve. The other thing that we did here is we did institute a side channel on that right side only, just because we have an overlap here on the left, so we don't have light bleed. I didn't want it to seem kind of funky to you, the audience, to have this gap over here on the other side. So this is kind of an atypical situation. You don't normally have a perpendicular setup like this in a residential application. Of course, this is commercial, so we have some odd things to contend with here. But the whole idea is with a blackout shade, no light penetrates through the fabric whatsoever. So forget about having any natural light, forget about having a view. But again, you're going to have complete light control if you're sensitive to light. It's really the only reason why I recommend blackout shades to begin with. And like I say, if you have light gaps on the sides, if it were to be mounted inside the window casement area, there will be some gaps there. So we could, or you can, in that instance, institute a blackout side channel to get rid of that light gap, which we've done on the right side. If it happens to be mounted on the wall above the window, then we just do an overlap of a couple inches beyond the edge of the window, and then that helps to minimize this light bleed here on this side. But again, this is our opportunity to show you the different options that you have in terms of shade fabrics for, again, roll shade products such as this. folding shade systems such as this, and also panel glide systems. All of those you can find on our website at www.intelli-shade.net. So please go there and look further and educate yourself and see if everything that's there so you have a much better idea. But hopefully this video was of benefit to you, and hopefully it'll keep me from having to have the same conversation over and over again. So until next time, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching our video. We appreciate it. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the button below. And also please feel free to provide your comments. We'd love to hear from you. And last of all, don't forget to like us. We appreciate that very much. Again, we'll catch you on the next one. Look forward to seeing you again soon.